Srinidhi will present her screen now.
Hi, Sue. Hi, Shivan.
Hello.
So, shall we? So, the first story is ELT 1508. As a web manager, I want to update the reader catalog web assets from sprint 81. This is the remaining 21 titles from the previous sprint. So,
yeah.
From 883 to 903, the last 21 titles I have implemented. So here is the title. We have implemented with description, everything, and no PDF teacher resources available for this particular title. So user can able to download the audio.
Okay.
Amazon link also.
Great.
Okay, so shall I move on to the next story?
Yes, please.
Next one is Balaji's story. So he will continue on.
No, next I guess he will be doing that last. You can finish off your stories first.
Okay. So Shivan, all these tasks you have already approved it. This Twitter link updated on the reader site. You have already approved this.
Yeah.
And 1484 also you have already approved. You want me to explain this?
No, I think it's all fine.
So I will move on to ELT 1367. As an admin, I need the English first and level 1 audio resources uploaded so that they can be accessed. So for this, I have implemented the 13 levels from practice test to unit 12. So each one will open to the respective child page and user can download the full audio for now. As we discussed, so the full implementation will be done on the next sprint.
That's great. Thank you.
Okay. So the next one is ELT 1368. This is also same for level 2. So for this also we have implemented up to full audio download alone. So
I don't think we can hear you.
So ELT 1369, as an admin, I need the English first and access audio resources uploaded. So for this, as we have discussed, I have implemented the full, every individual audio play can be played and download. This will follow the same template as success audio, which has been already in live. So for this, we have implemented full audio as well as individual audio can be played and downloaded by the user.
That's great. Thank you.
Shall I go on mute? Okay.
And for Shibon, ELT 1469, as an admin, I need the copy on English first and updated. So that in this story, you have asked us to add this line in English first and video page and all the child pages along with that. So we have updated that.
Thank you.
In all the child pages also it is updated. So you can review that. So that's it from my end. Balaji will continue.
Okay, thanks, Srinidhi.
Hi Shiv. Hi Shiban.
Hi, Balaji.
Okay, I'm going to share my screen. It's you. Can you able to see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, first I'll explain the redirection user story in product.pearson ELT. So the story is ELT 1422. As an admin, I need the old big family sites redirected to the new site so that all information is in one place. So this is a redirection. So as discussed in the description box, so I have made the two redirection. One is for Big English and so it is in production site. So this is first redirection and this one is second redirection. And this is the second redirection.
Thank you.
Okay. And next user story is ELT 1517. So it is a IAP update. So as a developer, I need to update the IAP tag to latest version so that the user can use it more efficiently. So this is a IAP update. Before that, we was using 3.5.x version of IAP. Now we have updated the IAP to the latest version 3.9.0. So we are using this IAP player in two sections. So one is top-notch tab edition, and second one is submit tab edition. So this is section in top-notch that edition. So this is the new version of IAP tag. So they have fixed some bugs and they have customized the designs and they have updated the designs and performance in that IAP player. And we have tested everything and everything is working fine. And the same is working in submit that edition too.
Balaji, is any of this work to do with the fact that the Oscar software is being taken off?
Yes, you actually this is one of the part for moving entire thing from Oscar and IAP. So for IAP we have no dependency. So now we got the latest code base for IAP, and we have already discussed with the Oscar team. They said they will create a user story for separate the English.com contents to the new servers. planning to create a new Oscar environment to us. So in that environment, they have migrated all the English.com and ELT courses from the current Oscar content to our new Oscar servers. Once they completed everything, we need to update the URL and resources for here. So this process will take some more time. So actually, they are just discussing about it. So we didn't get any process, and we didn't get any update from the Oscar team. So I hope we will get it soon.
Maybe so you can check with IAP team PO, and we can get the update from them as a follow-up.
Okay, I can do that. Kalpana, after this, can you send me an email with the contact details and just briefly what's going on?
Okay, so I'll
and then I can follow it up. I'd be keen to know how much effort this is going to take over the next few sprints and the timing.
Okay, so I'll send an email on that.
Okay. That's it. So that's it. The update for IAP.
Great, thanks.
So next user story. So next user story is a blog update. So this is the blog update. So this is test environment. So first I have cloned the entire database and code from stage server. Actually, currently we are using stage server content here. So once the code moved to the stage, then we need to get the content from the production. So this is the latest version of the blog. So WordPress 4.9.1. So we have tested everything, and everything is working fine without breaks. And we have installed public post preview plugin too, and we have activated that one, and it is working fine without any breaks. And the main important thing is the designs, and we are not getting any design breaks. And the functionality wise also, we are not getting any breaks. So before that, we was updating the WordPress version 4.5.x. That time we was facing some issues in Visual Composer. So the Visual Composer is used for editing the home page. Actually, after that, we have got the support from the Good News team. They have fixed the Visual Composer issues for the latest version. It is still supporting for WordPress version up to 4.9.1. So we are using the latest version. So it's supporting for us, and everything in the Visual Composer is working fine. So, and apart from that, all the functionalities like posting, publishing the module, plugins, themes, the redirection modules, and SEO plugins, and everything is working fine as expected. So all the contents and everything is tested by QA.
Thank you.
So no outstanding issues, no change when you upgrade. We won't see any change to the functionality for the blogs.
No, we didn't change anything, and we are not getting any problems with the functionalities.
No bugs. Okay, fantastic.
So once we move the code to the stage server, that time we are using the production content for stage. Okay. Okay, that's it, Sue.
So over to Sheikh then.
And Sheikh the remaining thing.
Hi, Shu.
Hi.
Will share my screen?
Yes, speak. That's the one.
Okay. ELT 1520. As a web manager, I need to make the site responsive so that the page and reader site is accessible to all users in tabs and iPad. In the stories, we have to make we have make it this our site responsive. We have done for now tabs and iPad. I will show you the demo.
Did you do it to a standard iPad or iPad mini?
Yeah. iPad and not mini, iPad only, iPad and the tablets.
Okay.
Tab. I will show you the demo. This is the desktop view. This is the iPad view. This is the portrait view, and this is the landscape view. In the landscape view, it's almost same as the desktop. It will not change any design related things. And but portrait view, some design will be changed in that. For example, in header, the menus are hidden. This we have clicked the menu icon. It will shows menus about readers, teaching support level. In this menus, we have sub menus. For clicking the right side down arrow, it will show the sub menus.
Right, that's good.
And this is the banner section. In the desktop view, it will show in one row. It shows in 3 rows.
Okay.
In this carousel section, same as desktop, but we reduced some font size like 16 pixel into 12 pixel.
Yeah.
This 28 pixel. This small level changes in this portrait view. And then next section is reading accessibility. This is also same as the desktop view.
Yeah.
3 columns in one rows. This is the flip through our catalog. This section slightly changed. In desktop view, we have placed the image in right side and left side. But here, we place the bottom of the section.
Yeah, no, that's great. That's sensible.
And this section is in desktop, we have made 1 rows and 4 columns.
Yeah.
But here, 2 rows and 2 columns.
Okay.
Same as desktop view, the newsletter section.
Fabulous. Sheikh, can you go through the search catalog page for me, please? The responsiveness.
Yeah. Yes. Sure.
Thank you.
This is the catalog page. In desktop view, the left side 30% of this search by category and remaining with occupied carousel and reader series. But here we have to show the full width of search by category. After that, showed carousel and reader series. It's all one by one.
Can you go? Do you mind just going up to the Marvel promo block, where just above where you are now?
Yeah.
And can you just cycle through the alternatives? Yep, thank you. And the third one. Great, thanks.
This click column. This section as it is a home page. And this section in desktop view, we have showed 4 books in this in a row, but here, showed only 3. When we click this, next,
Okay. I think overall, from a design point of view, the carousel items are slightly large compared to the rest of the campaign items. This isn't to do with your responsive work. This is to do with the general design, and it might be something we look at in a future sprint. And then that might mean that in the responsive view you can fit 4 in. But that's fine as it is. That's great.
Oh, 1 second, sir.
I really like this site now. I think it looks really good.
There's more to do, but yeah, it's starting to look good. Working on the editorial content pages next, and also introducing a campaign landing page for all campaigns, and then individual pages for Marvel, Doctor Who, and the storytale readers, the fairy tale ones.
Yeah.
They're called story readers.
Hi.
The new range, and then all the social content that you will be feeding through through the year will have a home when you go to the page.
Oh, nice.
Just not to go to just any random page.
Yeah.
These are going, what?
Hi, Sue.
Hi.
Sure. We will take a user story in upcoming sprint for this changes. But currently, we are done the basic level of the carousel responsives. This is a plugin, so as per the plugin standard, so default they are providing the counts. So for the large with screens, it will be showing 4. For the minimum level, medium level with like tablet devices, it will show 3. And we have a 2 different type of resolution in tablet. One is horizontal and another one is a vertical. In horizontal mode, it is showing 3. In vertical mode, it will show 2. In mobile devices, for all the mobile devices, the count will be showing. As per the plugin standard, so we are doing like this only. So if you want to make any changes for that carousel, and sure, we will do it in the upcoming sprint issue.
Sure. Okay. So the carousel is a plugin, and is it pulling data? Is it pulling data from the JavaScript from the online catalog generally?
Yes, it's getting the data from the online.
It's connected from that data. So if I made a change to a product page item, maybe an ISBN change, would everywhere the carousel appears, would that ISBN change be made?
If we make any change in the catalog pages, as like adding new resource or anything, ISBN change, here it will be reflected automatically, or we have to add it manually.
No, Shio. Actually, the catalog changes won't be reflecting here. So this is a separate block. So we need to enter the JSON file manually for this section. So as of now, we have created like this only. So if you want to make the functionality for getting the JSON data from the category, so then we can do it too, Shio. Because as of now, we are just doing like this only, because in case because for last 7 or 8 months before, we were facing the same problem. So the product owner wants to change something in the product catalog sections, but not in the carousel section. So that time we was facing those kind of problem. That's why we are just making the 2 separate functionality for this one. So the carousel is a separate functionality, and it won't get any data from the JSON file. And the JSON is separate. The JSON is for the product landing and product listing pages and such pages. So both are different one. So now we need to enter manually for both functionalities.
Okay, so now now I have a new requirement, which is that the carousels are always reflecting the online catalog, because when we do updates, we don't want to do updates all over the place and several times. So I can't think of a situation, and unless you can tell me one, Balaji, from your experience, where we wouldn't want an update to the main catalog to be reflected in the carousel.
Can you please repeat the question, Shu?
I'm trying to think of what kind of situation might arise where an update to the online catalog would not be wanted to be reflected in the carousel item. What kind of situation might that be? In case I'm missing something. Shall I explain it again?
Yes, please.
Yeah. So I would like one source of information. Say, for example, Finding Nemo we're looking at now. I can't think of a situation where all of the details about Finding Nemo, the ISBN, the author, the category, shouldn't be the same everywhere it's seen on the website. I can't think of a situation where we would want it to be different. Can you? From your past experience of product owners' requirements, basically.
Yeah. So the last time, so usually we are getting the description and everything for the last 6 months before. Usually we are getting all the details from the Amazon link only. So they are managing a separate Excel sheet. So that time we was taking all the data from the Amazon website. So description, author name, and book name, everything we was taking from the Amazon only. So that time we was facing some problems. So actually they need, so the data should be displayed as per the Excel sheet, and some of the titles, both the data for Excel sheet and Amazon website data, both the data was different sometimes. So that time they was facing some problem. That's why they want to create the functionality like this.
Okay, but no longer. This is no longer the case.
Okay. So then okay, sure. Then this print we will take the user story for this one.
Yeah, because the reason I'm saying this, Balaji, and I think we'll probably talk about this afterwards in the story as well, but the reason I'm saying this is because I have a plan to use the carousel functionality on more content pages. So for instance, we have 7 new Marvel readers. We want to create a special page for Marvel with just the carousel showing just the Marvel readers. And then we want to create a Doctor Who page showing just Doctor Who readers in the carousel. And I don't want to be creating maybe 6 or 7 instances of using the carousel, all of which have to be updated separately when a change is made to the main catalogue. I want all the data to be a single source of truth.
Okay.
Because we're going to be, otherwise we'll create content maintenance issues where Finding Nemo will be updated in one place but not in another because we've forgotten that we used it there.
Okay.
Yeah, do you see? So, I mean, that's the reason I would like to have, if it's the JSON code that you're using for the online catalog, then that same code, when it's changed, should reflect in all of the carousel items.
So we understood, Sue. So if we are implementing the new carousels for Marvel readers was in the special pages, so that time, so we can implement it as you said from the content will be come from one source. So once it is updated, it will be automatically updated in all the places it is used.
So that's the story that I would like to put into this next sprint on Friday. Is that okay?
Okay.
Okay, Sue.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
And also, Sue, for Balaji is saying for this carousel itself, now it is in Shake's screen. So this carousel itself, we can change it, as once it is updated in the content pages, it will be automatically updated in carousel also. We can change it. So he's asking whether we can take it as a story and work on it. Is it okay, Sue?
Yes. Yeah.
Next sprint, right?
Next sprint.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Yes, because this is absolutely fine for this work is fine for this sprint. This responsive story issue is approved and fine.
Okay, Sue. So I think we are done with the review.
So this is Valiappan. I have a little doubt on tablet responsive view for the order page.
Okay, can you open the order page?
Just a minute, Sheikh will be showing you.
Okay.
I think you can see Sheikh's desktop. Hello?
We stay on Shake's desktop.
Yeah. Actually, the images take place in here now. So what is actually it does not mean look like for the user to have an image like here. So what we can do for this image here? So in landscape view, the image will be placed right to the order. In landscape view, the image is placed right to the local order creators, but in portrait view, the image will be placed down to the local office. So it does not look sense to the users. So your suggestion on this?
Perhaps it should come right to the bottom, and general inquiries should come above it. Otherwise, that probably won't be seen.
Come again. I am talking in perspective with image only.
Steve, actually, the tester has suggest something as the tester point of view. So if it is a large width, like a tablet horizontal mode and desktop, and it will show like this. Actually, in the left side, the content is showing, and right side, the image is showing. So the screen size, if the screen size is coming little bit shorter, like mobile devices or tablet vertical devices, that time the image will show separately for the downside. So he think that so if we remove this image from this resolution, and it will be project a better view to the end user. So that is his suggestion. So he's asking some suggestion and idea from you.
Okay, so yeah, I guess on the smaller screen sizes, you can drop the image.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
fine. That's sensible. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
I think Subhranshu has one more suggestion. Yes.
Hi, Sue. This is Subhranshu. Just 1 minute. Yeah, Sue. Yeah, Sue.
Hi.
Hi, Sue. This is Subhranshu.
Hello.
When actually in this story, as an end user, when we go to the English Fast and Access practice test, so as a user, if he will see if he will see this page, so this you see that that the font and alignment, it's not means it is not the sense as a user if he will see. So if any suggestion from you, I need your suggestion. That English first and access practice, that links and font and alignment, it is not look good to the user. That yeah.
You are talking about the breadcrumb?
Breadcrumb.
So actually the breadcrumb design, we are following the same structures from the beginning. So this is the standard template which was given by the designing team. So we are just following the same template from the beginning. So this is the font and this is the font size, and each and every single part is designed by the designing team. So that type we are just following. So if you want to make the breadcrumb in one place,
and also this
yeah, I'm talking about all the thing. If you want to make the changes in one place, you want to make the changes in entire ELT site. So that is the thing. So
Does it require a change?
No, it is not required. Actually, it is a suggestion. So suggesting something.
So that's it from me. As Balaji told that I need suggestion from him. So if it will be means looks as a user, if he will see, then it will be make sense. So that's it. I asked. Any suggestion?
I'm just trying to understand what you're saying. So to me, where it says level 1 audio, that's a breadcrumb, right?
Yeah.
It is, okay. And English First Hand is the title.
Yeah, title
of the product, and then underneath you have all the different levels of the assets.
Yeah.
Or the resources. So what is the question?
Actually,
I'll explain to you. Actually, he shared the breadcrumb. The level 1 audio. Pransu is suggested that in most of the pages we are just having the titles only in the breadcrumb section. So in this case, so he just want to remove this breadcrumb from here. So he is just feeling this page type and this kind of page changes will be good user experience.
I see. So what would go there? English First Hand or nothing?
Yeah, he's just saying commonly in all the ELT sections.
Do you understand?
What all?
Can you show us an example of
Yeah, I show it.
Another page.
Sure. Just for example, I am opening the Speak Out 3rd edition. Test Speak Out.
Not green, just put speaker.
So the letter what?
Letter, yeah. This
Okay.
E is
Here also
letter only, not.
Actually, you are saying that change the font, right?
Font and alignment design.
Not breadcrumb.
Actually, he is just suggested to not removing the entire breadcrumb. He is just suggesting to change the font family, because he is feeling in the second edition and some of the text and the N and D and 2 is going up and down. So in this scenario, so he just want to change the font family. So for example, the Arial Times New Roman, some other font family which is coming the equal size of the letters.
Okay. Well, I suggest that he goes ahead with that suggestion, and let's have a look.
Yeah.
Okay, so we need to implement the changes, I guess.
So if she suggested the implementation, she suggested to change the font size, and this print will take a user.
Yeah, she said we can go ahead with the changes and see how it goes.
And we need to decide the font. So which font is suitable, because in Pearson, as per the Pearson standard, we have limited fonts only. So first we need to explore whether the another Pearson font is suitable for this site or not. So if it is suitable, then we will just
change here. It will affect all of the ELT sections. So it will take.
And okay, we'll create a user story and share for this.
you want to explore? Do you want to take it as a spike first, and then once we get an approval on a particular font family, then we can proceed with the changes? Yeah.
So we'll create, my suggestion is first we'll create as a task, not POC. This is a very small work.
Okay.
So we'll just take a snapshot for 3 or 4 fonts and send it to Shu. Once you approve, then we'll just convert the task story to feature and we'll work for this.
Okay, fine. Okay, Sue.
So that sounds fine.
Okay. So I guess that's all with our review. So, and we can proceed with our backlog grooming. We can stop sharing.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just share my screen. Is my screen visible?
Yeah.
Okay. I think I have not shared the velocity tracker, the latest one with you, Sue and Shibon. So here is the tracker. It's a festive week. Next week we have a festival here, Sue. So we have some planned leaves in the team.
Okay.
So that means we would only have 3 days for as a productive time for the sprint. So we would like to ask for 1 more week for the sprint as 3-week sprint for 84. Is that fine?
So that would give a date of first week of February for the release.
Let me check. 25. Yes, Feb 1st.
Yes, that's fine.
Okay, fine. Then we will have it as 3 weeks for next sprint. Okay, so shall we look into the backlog issues one by one?
Yep.
Okay, I'll just open 1567. So story. Okay, as a web manager, I want to add content pages to readers' website.
This is the thing I was referring to earlier, where I said I wanted to add content pages to the reader's website. So I want to create 3 new content pages using and reusing current content elements. So I'll draw up a rough wireframe stroke design for what I want, but it'll be reusing existing elements and using the carousel format as well. Does that make sense?
She said she'll provide a rough framework, wireframes.
Okay, we'll decide once get the framework.
Okay, so when we can expect the framework, the wireframes, Sue?
Well, I can give you an example of what I want in either today or tomorrow. And what I would like you to do is to put in the test site a mock-up page that I can go in and play around with and make edits to. So I'll put it in the story, and then we'll use dummy content to see how it's going to work. Okay. And then I've got the ISBN numbers for the carousel and the images and content. We can complete the page. Does that make sense? I'll put it in the story so it's clearer, but what I would like you to do is set up. So question 1 is, in the test site, test readers, have you copied back into test readers all the live pages from the launch in December? Probably a question for you, Balaji.
Question for you.
Can you please repeat the question, sir?
Want me to repeat it?
Okay.
Yeah. So when we launched the new content,
okay,
on December the 22nd or 21st, is that new content copied back into the test site yet?
Is that the new content?
Is that the new content copied from test?
No, you. The new content is not copied from the test site. So all the new content is copied from the production site only. So after that, we'll just compare, because in test site we didn't touch any contents. So in stage only, we are just making the content changes. We are just copying the content from the production and put it into the stage. And after that, we are just compare the test and stage servers. So in this comparison, so if because you have made some text content changes in test server, so based on that we are just working. So for example, if we don't have the some of the blocks and some of the text, then we are just making the same changes in the stage. So that's why we are working for the content migrations.
So what's the best thing to do? So what I would like to be able to do is log into staging,
Okay.
and duplicate an existing page or create a new page.
Okay.
Use existing blocks and create the pages in staging that will then be approved, ready for live in the next sprint. So do I do that in a staging site or in test site or in production, but don't push it to live? Where do I do it?
Okay, sure.
She's asking, where do I do it? Test site, stage.
In test site, usually testing team will work for the test site, but they won't change any contents in test site, right? They won't make any changes in the test site. So you can use the test site UI. I'll just create an environment for you in test site. So I'll just clone all the pages, all the existing pages in test site as you said, and we'll create a new pages in test site, and we'll provide the URL and all the access to you. So based on that, you can work in it.
Okay, so what I'd like to see is I'd like to see a copy of live back into test or staging, whichever environment you give me access to, so that I see all of I see the new pages, and I don't see any of the rubbish pages that are left over from a previous work or whatever, or they're identified in some way so I don't get confused with them. Because what I'd like to do now is look at all the editorial pages for the reader's site. So there are about 8 or 9 pages that we didn't change, that are in the old style. So they're the next ones to look at. Plus I want to create new ones and have a new template for a campaign or a landing page. A fresh copy back from live that doesn't have any of the old unused pages in it, or they're identified in some way.
Okay.
Is that possible?
Okay. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, you.
Yes, you, it is possible.
Great. When will that be available with a login for me?
Yeah, I'll create a separate login for you, and we'll send it in a separate mail today.
Thank you.
Separate.
Okay, so that's that one. Any questions?
No, Shu.
No? Okay.
Okay, so maybe we will estimate once we get the wireframes for the story. For now, let's move on to the next one, 1565. As a web manager, I want to upload audio files to reader site. Upload new audio for 24 new story readers, the audio sample for 3 novel titles, the audio sample for Animal Farm, and TSPs for 3 novels. Okay, we need the audio, yeah.
So the spreadsheet isn't ready yet. It should be ready for Friday. But I put this description together so that you could estimate the size of the task.
Okay, okay, Sue. Do we wait for the audio files? We can estimate
We
now.
have the numbers, right? So
Yeah.
we can calculate how many numbers.
Okay, we will estimate as 2 points, including the testing effort.
Just adding the audio file assets and all. So we took
Okay. Hmm. Okay, moving on to the next one. As an admin, I need focus videos added so that they can be accessed. So there are 4 levels. Testing effort.
there are 4 levels and each level has around 10 videos. Yes.
Oh, I do not have access. Maybe Sriniti might
Yes,
have.
yes, I saw that. Everything is for a separate
Okay.
everything in a spreadsheet. 3 points is enough, including this. There will be totally 40, around 40 videos.
Okay, we will estimate as 3 points for this story, Sue.
Thank you.
1549, as an admin, I need captcha added to a form so that spam is reduced.
So this is a capture adding.
Mm.
So it was not working. We don't have more knowledge into form stuff form. So this is the first time we are going to work in form stuff form.
Okay.
Better will, because we can add the captcha for the form stuff form, but in inside the pages, because in English.com and blog readers we are using the more form stuff forms. So we have created some custom validation and we have set up some custom thing in our servers in English.com and blog. So if we update the captcha in form stack, then we need to update the same thing in our servers, because we are not using the iframe. So if it is iframe, then definitely all the contents which are available in the form stack form, it will be applied here. But we are not using iframe, we are just using the manual HTML structure. So we need to update the captcha for all the forms inside the English.com and blog. And I think we'll take this user story as store for this sprint. So once we analyze and once we explore all the things, then we'll just create a feature for this one.
Okay, which means we will not complete in this sprint, right? We will need
I'm not sure. We need to explore this one because
Okay.
we are not using iframe. We are using a separate HTML structure. So we need to explore all the things. So how it works and everything we need to explore.
Okay, we have 3 weeks sprint, but still we need.
Yeah, we'll take it as a chore first. So once we get a solution, then if it is possible, then this sprint will convert this chore
Okay.
story to feature.
Is that fine with you, Shibon?
Yeah, that's fine.
Initially, spike and okay, fine. So I'll just add a tag as spike. Okay. Moving on to next one, 1550. As an admin, I need the WSC ads removed from the English.com blog. False advertising. Blog. In blog is English.com blog.
So this one, the testing effect will be more because the testing team need to find, because we have a lot of pages in blog, all the pages, what are the pages have the WSC content around. So once you find and make any document, once then only we'll remove the content from.
So much pages are there.
Yeah, so that is the use. So we need to find each and every single page. Because I can provide you the URL, so all the page URLs to you. So no need to test, no need to find all the URLs. So I'll provide the URLs. Maybe it will 200, 300, around 200, 300, something like this. So need to test one by one.
200 URLs, you mean?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe it will come around 200, 300 pages in
Okay.
blog. So we need to
blog
find all
has
the
to be
whole
tested.
whole blog we need to test.
I think we've got about 300 live pages in the blog.
300.
Yes,
like
300, around 300 pages. And I can provide you the links for the 300 pages. So you need to test one by one.
What is
No, points.
points? What happens?
5
Because,
points then.
wait.
Anything between 3 and 5 would be 5.
No, the developer effort also there because she is going to remove everything. Once they prepare a document and she's going to change everything. So 1 point for developer, 1 point is enough.
Okay.
We can't use 4 points.
5.
3
Yeah,
or
5 then.
Okay, 5.
And manual work is lot of manual works are there. Complexity is very, very low and manual work is more.
Okay. Total 5 points. Development plus 5 points.
So we would take 5 points for this story, Shibon.
Okay.
One 1568. As an admin, I need a link updated on english.com so that it's accurate. Please, can you update the digital,
Okay.
this link to be updated with this one?
link to this.
Yes.
The first one.
This to be, yeah, replaced with this one. In that page, you will have this link. Silent link, please. Okay.
Task will take it as a task.
Okay, we will change this type to tasks, Shibon.
Okay.
Okay. And next one is blocked. And then 1562, as an admin, I need the market leader audio updated so that it is accurate. Sorry?
I downloaded the. Let me check how many are there.
Okay. Okay, meantime, Shibon, you said we want to clone 1367 and 68, right, for the full implementation. So I'll just move that stories and keep them as first in the backlog.
In that upper story, market leader upper intermediate, there are 3 CDs and each CD has 30 videos. So totally 90 videos are there. So it will
90,
take,
okay.
it will take points for me to testing effort.
You cannot take 6 points.
So there are 90 videos.
Okay.
So, yes, 90 videos. So it will, for me, it will take 2 points to improve.
Okay, how about for testing?
Testing.
2 points, so 5 points.
2 points.
Okay, so I'll just so we will have 5 points for 1562 Shibon. We have 90 points. Yeah. I'll just
Gardner,
yes, Sue.
I was just wondering why the Big English redirects have been blocked.
Which story?
1519.
19, this one?
So the servers.
Because of the FTP site, I guess. Yeah, it's Pearson Longman, and we do not have the access. So
Still, we didn't get any.
The other three be done though.
sorry.
Could the other three redirects be done though? They're product doc sites.
You mean Pearson ELT?
Yeah.
The second one, third one, and fourth one.
Oh, okay.
Okay. That one
We can do this one, right?
We can do this one.
Okay, maybe I think we can create a separate task for these three, and then we can do it. Siobhan.
Thank you.
Okay. Sorry. Have it. And then it will be taken as a task. 1571. Okay. Not displaying in the backlog. It's the redirectory. Okay. So moving on. Sprint. We have this. And 1569 and 1570. Can we estimate these two stories? 2 points. It was from last sprint. If required, we can change it for this sprint. It's for full implementation. 14 units. For 2 plus 1, 3 points. Are you sticking to that? Okay, and Srinidhi, I believe you have the enough information already for the full implementation. Or if you have any clarifications.
We have already implemented access audio, so it should
Okay,
follow
fine.
the same layout in this.
Okay. So, do you want to consider changing the story points for the full implementation? Or should we stick with the 3 points?
Once properly implemented, testing method will do 5.
3 or 5? Okay, we will take 5 points for the full implementation, Shibon.
Does it need that many, Kalpana? It only needed an extra 2 to do it for the access level.
Sorry?
When Trinity completed the access level in this sprint, she only added 2 extra points.
Right, yeah, that was for the access audios, yes, for the full implementation. We included only 2 extra points, right? So she wants to know why we are adding 5 points for this story. Testing effort only. Testing effort, you said 1 point, so you said 2 to 3. If you compromise with 2 points, then we will take 3. You need to justify if additional points is being taken.
Yes, because last sprint we was mistakenly understood something, right?
Mm.
So that it is an extra effort. That's why we just changed
That
the
was
concept.
actually extra
We
effort.
just reduced
So
the
I
point.
misunderstood that. So that
Okay.
for an act of guilt, I put
You reduced
extra
the point.
effort and then I worked on it.
Okay. So, Shibon, that was the reason
So
we
once
reduced
again,
the
how
yeah.
many audio files for this one?
There is totally 13 units.
Number of audio files.
Total for every unit it has
130, I think.
130 total.
10 videos, 130.
10 videos.
130, I think 3 point is enough.
3 points.
Yeah, for both testing and developing, 3 point is enough.
Okay.
Because usually we are providing only 1 point per tester, so 2 point for developer. So if the audio will come more than 200, then only we can take it.
Okay.
3 point is enough.
Are you okay with that? Okay, Shibon, we will stick with 3 points.
Thank you.
Okay, same with 1570, right?
Yes.
Okay. So moving on, 1562. And Sue and Shibon, just let me know when to stop. I'll go on with the stories. Yeah, okay. So as an admin, I need the market leader audio updated so that it's accurate.
Yes, so Subhranshu, as discussed, it has market leader upper intermediate has 3 CDs, CD 1 to wait 1 second.
How many?
Yes, 12 units, and each CD has around 30 video, 31. So it will come around 100 videos.
You need to play each video, right?
One
And
section
test
or
during test.
total phone, whole of the section?
3 CDs.
3 CDs.
No,
Each has
no need to
30.
consider the number of sections. You just
Videos
consider
are-
number of the files,
Assets.
assets. So,
Assets.
100 videos are there.
yeah, if it is 100 videos, definitely you need.
You need 2 points for testing.
I think we have already estimated
No,
as 5
yes.
points,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
1 second.
Okay, and 1564 is a placeholder, so I think we can wait. We can hold the estimation. Or do we have the enough information, Shibon? Shall we estimate or
1 second, Kalpana.
okay?
No, if it is
Or could you just go back to the market leader story?
Okay, 1562. I don't know when I mentioned that 5 points.
I'm just wondering why that's 5 points, because it's just one file. We don't need them individually.
Oh, okay. She wants this as a zip file, it seems. Is that?
key.
Shibon, you want me to add it as one single zip file, or you want me to implement each and every video?
Just one single zip file.
One single file is
One
fine.
single file definitely will take only 1 point. 1 point is enough for one
Okay.
single file.
That is for
So-
full implementation.
That is
Individual
for
files.
every-
Sorry, should we thought that
One zip file.
She wants to upload it as a single zip file.
Okay, 1.5.
Okay, Shiban, we have changed that to 1 point.
Thank you.
Okay, so 1564.
Is that the redirects from English.com to Pearson ELT?
Yeah.
Yes, I'd like. I'm basically going to give you a spreadsheet of
Okay.
URLs to go from one place to the other. I guess there'll be about. I'm guessing that there'll be about 20. I can get it to you by Friday, and then you can estimate it from there.
Okay, Sue.
Is that okay?
Okay.
question.
Okay, Sue, that should be fine. If we get it by, I think we should get it by Thursday so that Friday, sprint starts on Friday. We have the planning on Thursday, so shall we expect the file on Thursday, Sue? during the planning?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So we can then estimate, right, Srinidhi? Okay.
So there's just one, so the one thing that we discussed that I don't think is down as a story was providing the single data feed for the online catalogue and the product carousels. So in terms of
Okay.
estimation, I don't know if you want me to put that in as a story after this call?
Yes, you.
You any
That would be
idea
good.
what the estimation would be?
Estimation?
And for
You side. We would need 3 points for that story issue.
Okay.
Okay. So moving on, 1501. Okay, placeholder until received files. So I think this should wait as well, Shibon.
Yeah.
So moving on, 1377.
That one, this sprint won't fit.
Grooming.
That one can be for another sprint.
Okay.
Also, it's the one that we're investigating ourselves, I think.
Okay. So 1385. Single
That's
site.
just a placeholder for yeah, just leave that one. That's for another sprint when the full URL domain repointing happens.
I think
Okay.
that's all Malcolm.
Yeah, I think these are all old stories. Okay, fine then. So we will meet on Thursday and plan for sprint 84 then.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll send an invite for Thursday then.
Thank you. And if you could send a roundup, Kalpana, I think there's just I know that I've got the user story about the single data feed, but I think it was Sue Branch who was talking about me doing a story for the carousel. If you just, if I need to do anything, pop that in an email after this call, please.
Okay. Okay, sure, Sue.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Does
Thank
it
you
look as
all.
if we've, by the way, Kalpana, does it look as if we've got enough room for everything?
Full info for everything, for all the stories do we have?
You have to just do another velocity tracker for us because your velocity tracker is on 2 weeks. If you tell us what 3 weeks will achieve, then we'll have a better idea of what we can fit in for Thursday.
She wants you to send the
Sure. Okay,
update
I'll
the
update the
velocity
velocity tracker and send you an email in my MOM today, Sue.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Anything else that we need to discuss?
nothing.
Okay. Anything from your end, Sue and Shibon?
No, I don't think so.
No, that's great. Thank you. Just wait to hear from Balaji today on the staging site for readers, please.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Thanks.
Okay. Thank you then. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Thank you.
Bye.